Good morning, rich homies. Check out this apartment gym. This is probably the nicest apartment gym that I've ever seen, and obviously that's kind of what sold me on this place. And it's about 4 a.m. right now, which is why it's dead. It's gonna be amazing. Anytime I'm in a time crunch, I'm still gonna be utilizing Gym 1 if you guys watched my last video. I wanted to kick this one off with some Q&A. So I did this on the YouTube community tab. If you guys don't know, I always post anytime I have like an update, or anytime I just wanna talk to you guys, really. So first comment I have here, I like the new food places. How is your job going? The job is going extremely well. This is my second week of training. It's the reason I'm down here in Austin. I won't be moving down for good to start full time until the middle of May, but the job is good. The people are great. I'm really, really enjoying it. More about what you will be doing. Okay, so I am in sales and I don't want to get too much into it, but essentially we have a large service line, a lot of different products and services that we can offer our customers. So these customers currently have one of our services or one of our products. And so I'm gonna go in there, talk to them about what else we have to offer. A lot of times they don't know, a lot of times they just don't realize that they can utilize us for a lot of different things, and also just for relationship building with the customer, making sure that they're content, making sure that they're happy with their current service. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be getting to meet a lot of different people, a lot of cool places, especially here in Austin. It's gonna be a great, great opportunity. This is seriously the only apartment gym I've ever seen with a squat rack. Apparently people don't rack their weights here, but hey, what do you expect? Next question I wanted to answer here, challenges moving to another state. How do you adjust to the new living environment, and how do you handle these kinds of decisions? Everything is a challenge when moving to a new state, new places, new people. Something as simple as finding a place to get your car washed or going to the dentist. You know, everything is just new, and it's just a new learning process, but it's fun, it's exciting, it gets you outside of your comfort zone, it's great. What else did they ask? How do you handle these kinds of decisions with a lot of PES protein powder? But seriously, I just have a lot of faith and a lot of trust. I do believe that this isn't good for the internet, I realize that, but I do believe God put situations in front of you for a reason. I think this is gonna be a great learning opportunity for me, just realizing that and knowing when things get tough, that that's just part of the process, and not getting too caught up in that, and not getting too caught up in the parts that are hard, but really focusing on the parts that are really gonna push you in the right direction. Rocking the new suit today. I love this color blue. I think it's my new favorite. This is a slim fit Calvin Klein. They sell them at Men's Warehouse. Very, very affordable. I think it's like 2 for $7.50 or something, so not too bad at all. Then you gotta pay a little extra for tailoring and all that. But anyway, got the movement watch, of course, every single day. If you didn't know, you know. And what else? I was gonna tell you one other thing. Oh, the whole baby face. I know, guys. I hate it just as much as you do. I don't have an option, but I'll talk to you guys after work. By the way, I also really like that these pants have a little bit of stretch in them, so when you sit down, they're not all bunched up and whatnot. Okay, oh, wow, that's just trashy, no pun intended. Now we're off to work. More detail on how you transition careers. I would say the first thing I did is I found a very good company to work for. I've been working for the same company ever since I graduated from college, because a lot of places, you know, they're not gonna support that, or they just don't have it available moving from accounting to sales. So I'm very fortunate in that sense. And also, I reached out to the leaders in my company and I told them what I was hoping for in my career, and they helped me every step along the way, and I'm super grateful for that. I mean, that is amazing. I did not do this alone. Trust me, I wish I could say I did, but it was definitely a team effort. And above all, I guess the only thing that I really did was I kept meeting with people. I kept, I guess, getting my name out there until one person said yes. And trust me, a lot of people said no in between there, but it just takes that one person, and that's why I'm sitting here today. Okay, let's do one that's a little bit lighter. As a real rich homie, I know you used to be or tried to be a rapper. I'd love to know more about that. No, we're not going into that one, but I'll play you this very embarrassing clip. Here you go.
Hit the parking lot on a weekly basis, cause when we're pulled over, cops can't chase us.
I think this is the biggest troll question I ever got in my life. Interested in your relationship advice. You want my honest relationship advice? Here you go. Don't be a jerk. Don't use a relationship as a stepping stone just to get to the person you actually want to be with and then waste that other person's time or break their heart or whatever you do. Don't cheat on anybody. It's not that hard to stay faithful. It's funny that most questions that I've gotten so far are about the move or about relationships and girls and all that. When I actually got an Instagram DM, someone was like, "Did you move to Austin for a girl?"
That would be such a good video title. But the answer to that question is no. I did not move to Austin for a female. I actually did kind of the exact opposite of that now that... Anyway, Grand Lux Cafe doesn't look too fancy. Let's try it out. I don't know if you guys can tell how big this thing is, but this is much health. Much health. So I would say that those tacos, not as good as Torchy's, but better than that Velvet taco place that I tried in the last video. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, different day, same baby face. I hope you guys can hear me. It's been really windy here lately, but the weather has been absolutely perfect. So I had to sit down for this question. It is quite the doozy. So the first part, what are your fears about moving to another state? I would say mostly just losing connection with my friends and not having them there anytime I want to go see them. You know, I can't just drive 30 minutes and show up at their house and say, hey, what's up, man? Let's go grab some dinner and stuff like that. You know, it's starting over. It's building a new reputation somewhere else, but I'm excited for the challenge. Anyway, we're not gonna rant about that too long. What are your short and long-term goals, personal and professional? To be happy. Aww. That's about it. And obviously, I can make a whole video on that, but at the end of the day, to be happy. Will you ever put in effort to meet someone or waiting for her to fall in your lap?
Excuse me, can I not sit here?
No. Let's just say I am not the guy that likes to chase like it's some kind of game or anything like that, but if somebody's worth it, then I have no issues at all putting in the effort, and I'd probably even go above and beyond, maybe a little bit overboard to get what I want, because in my opinion, I mean, that's the most important decision you're ever gonna make in your entire life, you know? So, effort, yes, I am perfectly fine with that, and hopefully in a few years I can tell you guys a story about how a bunch of effort can eventually pay off into one of the biggest rewards of all time. I think this one question had more jump cuts than all my videos combined, so let's move on to something a little bit easier. The last part of the question, do you have any siblings? Nope, I am an only child. And then this is another easy one. I think in college you had a motorcycle. Would you ever ride a bike again? Yes, but I don't know that I'd actually buy a motorcycle again just because I don't really have the free time for that. As a single man to another single man, what do you like and dislike about the Bachelor life? 3 likes on that, man. You guys are interested. So I'd say one of the pros, obviously, is you're gonna have a lot of free time and you can be very, very selfish with your time. And I have been over the last few years, especially building up this YouTube channel, and it's taken a lot, you know, it's taken me away from a lot of different things and a lot of different opportunities, but the impact I've been able to have has been pretty outstanding and more than I ever imagined. I mean, almost 100,000 people. I've been able to help so many people around the world. Some of the emails I get from you guys are just unbelievable. A creative outlet for myself, a revenue stream, you know, all these great things, but it's definitely come at a sacrifice. Guys, I'm sorry, I cannot get this lighting situation down, but yeah, the free time is good, right? You can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, and you don't have to answer to anybody. But I think maybe when you think of things in the long term, like, is that what you really want, just to be by yourself all the time? And maybe it is for some people, but I think getting a glimpse of kind of the other side is more like, okay, maybe I would actually be more fulfilled and more happy if I use my time to make someone else happy and in turn make myself even more happy than I thought was possible just by myself. Does that make any sense? So up until about 8 hours ago, I thought this was the best Whole Foods ever, but the one downtown, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe it, guys. So I was gonna try to explain it, but I'm just gonna have to show you guys. Back home, you have one hot bar option, right? Well, here, they have like 6 different hot bars with all different ethnicities and different types of food. I'm gonna spend my entire paycheck at this place. Actually, all of this food was only $15. So here's what we got. Let's see if I can brighten this up for you guys. Some chicken enchilada, some fish, some chicken, zucchini, carrots, mashed sweet potatoes, and regular potatoes. I am so pumped for this. Honestly, it's unbelievable, guys. I know it sounds kind of weird, but Whole Foods is one of my favorite restaurants of all time. But tomorrow, we're gonna get out of the domain a little bit, venture out a little bit farther. Alright guys, I took to Twitter and I asked, where can I get the best burrito in Austin? And every single person that responded said Cabo Bob's. I'm not even sure what part of the city I'm in right now. It's a pretty nice area, so we're gonna see what all the hype's about. Okay guys, I don't know if you can really tell what's going on here, but this is a brisket burrito with black beans, white rice, some mango type salsa, some corn in there, and I tell you, this thing is unreal. So I already know people are gonna ask, is it better than Chipotle? It's not a fair comparison because Chipotle doesn't have brisket, but man, I think I'd have to give it to him. That was one of the best burritos I've ever had in my entire life. This car's about to hit me. Now, I really do appreciate everyone's questions and interest about the move. I realize it's not something that many people are going to do. There's not a lot of people that are gonna pack up all their things, move halfway across the country, somewhere where they don't really know many people, to live by themselves and just start all over almost 30 years old. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a blast, and I think there's gonna be a lot of good that comes out of this. So tomorrow, there's actually someone special in town that I wanted to introduce you guys to, so stay tuned for that.
Are you really taking a video that close to my face?
Bills over here. Thank you. I got it. Whoa. Brandon, how are you gonna put that in your mouth? So we're at a place called Doddys. And I will tell you guys, probably the best burger and fries that I have yet to have. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I don't even know if you could hear me in that restaurant. It was so loud, but we went to a place called Doddys, and it was probably the best burger and fry combination that I have ever had in my entire life. I cannot wait to go back already. Let's see if I can find my keys here, taking out the trash. Fun, exciting times, you know? Oh, that smells so bad. Oh my gosh, you see those rats? Holy crap. But anyway, always good to see my buddy Brandon Campbell. I have not seen him for, I think it's been 2 years now since we did that powerlifting meet together back in the day. And I never would have done that meet without him. And actually, I never would have started this channel without him. Back in the day before I did start it, I was watching a lot of his videos and they were really relatable because he was working, you know, the normal quote unquote corporate job. And it was just, I don't know that I could have started it myself if I didn't see someone else doing it first. So big thanks to my buddy Brandon. But this is where we're going to end the video. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you want me to do more Q&As, or should I just sit down and answer questions instead of being all over the place? You let me know. But either way, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. I talk really fast, I know. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. I'm going back to Ohio tomorrow morning for a few weeks. Then I'll be back in Austin full time. I'll talk to you guys, well, before I get back to Austin, but I'll talk to you guys next time.